And even though she was a butterfly, her best friend was Aiden, and he was a very strong bumblebee. And even though they were best friends, they would often fight. And they would fight what all bees and butterflies fight about. Who's the best pollinator? Livy would say that she's the most beautiful and produces the most beautiful flowers, and Aiden would say that he's stronger and he could carry more pollen, and they would fight all day long about this. Well, one day, they fought so long that it actually turned to night. They didn't even realize it until Molly the moth had told them. Aiden and Livy, what are you two fighting about? Well, Livy would say, well, Aiden says he's stronger than me. And Aiden would cry, well, Livy says she's prettier and her flowers are prettier. Well, there's only one way to settle this, Molly said. We must have a contest. A contest? Cried Aiden and Livy. Yes, to see who's the best pollinator. So it was set. For the next 3 days, they sought out to see who could pollinate the most flowers. And Livy the butterfly, she flew 3 times her normal speed. She pollinated flowers that she didn't even like to pollinate. And unlike the bee, she could fly great distances to pollinate flowers as well. Well, Aiden, he also flew 3 times his normal speed. And those of us who know how fast bees can fly, that's almost light speed. And he was right about being stronger. Sometimes he was so heavy when he would land, he'd get pollen stuck in his fur. And also his feet would get stuck in pollen sacs, and when he'd fly, he'd kind of airily drop pollen everywhere, not knowing that he's actually pollinating those flowers. So when Livy heard him say that he had pollinated 10,000 flowers, she knew that he was wrong, that he'd actually pollinated more without knowing it. Because she too had pollinated 10,000 flowers, she said. Well, I'm the best pollinator, cried Aiden. No, I'm the best, cried Livy. Enough, shouted Molly. Aiden actually pollinated more flowers. Yes, Aiden cried. But I am the best pollinator, said Molly the moth. They both looked at her puzzled. Aiden says, well, you didn't even compete. And Molly said, well, the competition was my idea. And at night, I pollinate as well. And while you two were going 3 times your normal speed, I was going half my speed. And to be honest with you, sometimes I wouldn't even land on the flowers. I would just miss them and make their pollen just spread that way. Aiden and Livy looked at each other because they knew that they had been tricked. Well, I'm number 2, shouted Aiden. And Livy just stood there. She flapped her beautiful wings, looked at them both, and said, well, nobody really likes bees or moths anyways, and walked away.